Hey guys, it's Ski and Frank here. Welcome back to another episode of Skiing here. Today we're doing a little bit of things differently here because I've changed up the way I'm editing now. Certain parts you'll see it'll get brighter and darker and brighter and darker because I'm just tweaking with the brightness settings here to try and give you the best possible one. It's cloudy today and it's snowing. I was thinking about adding in a little bit of Christmas music, but then I thought it would, probably lose a lot of people in the first 5 seconds because they would be hearing that music. But it's not that easy to see. You can kind of see it a little bit on the sides as it's snowing. So it added a beautiful layer, I must say. It was a beautiful layer on the snow. So it wasn't icy, it wasn't anything. It was like one of the best. It was beautiful for going off jumps and landing as well. Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for coming to this video here. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to share with all your friends and stuff like that. That would be greatly appreciated. But as I said, bear with me a little bit because it'll get brighter and darker and brighter and darker. I'm just trying to see because it gets really dark when we record, so I'm just trying to make it brighter and all that. Just to, enhance the quality for you guys so you don't have to look at pitch black picture for like a minute. And also then I don't have to talk over a pitch black picture for a minute. But we still have the normal time-lapse here. I think I'm going to add a little music in the background, but I don't know because I don't know if it might be too loud. I don't know. It all depends on what you guys think. Just tell me in the comments if you want like little music in the background here. Maybe little wintry music. Probably not any Christmas music, just winter music. But yeah, today's like I said, today is a beautiful day for skiing, except for at the beginning it was snowing pretty hard. But I mean, it was still nice. You just had to put your goggles on, which was fine because it was nice and bright out when we went. I think we started at 4, so the sun was still out. It was just a little cloudy, and you can kind of see little speckles of snow coming down. It was really bad, but the GoPro doesn't pick it up that well. But sadly, this lift wasn't open today, which is perfectly fine because we've successfully done those jumps. I think the camera died before I got any good pictures of it, but we successfully ramped all the way past the second jump, which the second jump is a good 10 feet long, and we were able to, because the first jump, you might be able to see when I go over it, but there's a nice padded down section right in the middle, makes it really uncomfortable to land on. Like you can see how much I like shake because of that landing here. As you can see, you just have to kind of swivel down there. I got yelled at over here from that guy because he said one at a time please, which I don't understand how he expected me to know that there was someone down there, because by the time I went for the jump, you can probably even rewind the video, you can probably see that he was bent down when I was lined up for the jump, and when I made it over, he didn't stand up till I came over. But I avoided him. I had a good 5 feet away from him. So I mean, it was still safe, and they probably didn't know, but I have good experience, and I have a pretty quick reaction time, so there was no way I was going to actually hit him. But yeah, but the second jump, as I was trying to say, is it's the jump, then it's flat for a couple 3 feet or something like that, and then it slopes down, and you're supposed to land on the slope, but not enough people can get enough speed for it, so you end up landing on the top, smushing it down and wrecking it, because then you can't get enough air, so you're gonna end up landing there. Because that's one of the problems with it, is just it's used too much and there's not enough speed to use it here. Here we go into the time lapse. I'm gonna try and make that a lot smoother because it's kind of just like, oh, here's the time lapse. But I don't know exactly if I show it in the time lapse, but over in the black diamond that we normally do, there's usually jumps. Like if you remember from last episode, there were jumps that Spartan/Man went on them, but I did not. I just went past them, so we could go down to that black. They've actually changed that. They're redoing the hills here. You can probably see it to your left now. There's mini hills. I think we're both looking at them. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to see because of the time lapse. But there's little mini hills. Not mini. They're pretty good. It starts out on one tall hill. That's where you get your speed from, and it's a great hill to get speed from. And then what happens is there's just beautiful ramps, and the good thing about it is those skiers who don't have much experience skiing, but they want to do a jump by going over it like 2 miles an hour, they don't do that because it leads right into the black diamond and there's no way out of it. So those jumps are only used by the people who are, good at skiing and they know they're going to do a jump. So it's very nice, and they always turn out very nice jumps. I mean, Cascade, I have to applaud them. Their jumps are amazing. Just the people that use them, aren't amazing at using them, so they kind of get worn down. And I understand there's nothing you can do about it, but yeah. This is the normal tunnel that we go through. As you can see, I've been catching up to Spartan/Man a lot, so I have to continuously stop. But, yeah, you can kind of see the snow really nicely right here. It's just all coming down like, it doesn't really care, it's just coming down. I actually did not check how long this video was. I knew it was like 43 minutes of footage, but I time-lapsed it all, so should just go down into 19 minutes. But I don't remember if I got this. I don't think I got this on camera. I was skating extremely close to this fence right here, and actually, I don't even remember how it happened, but my ski went on the other side of the fence for some odd reason. It took me out. I didn't even see it. It just straight out took me out, and it scared the living crap out of me. But yeah, also Spartan/Man made it underneath one of those signs, missed by like a centimeter. But you know, that's why we never do it again. And also on one of the jumps, the second jump, we were able to get up to the top of the ski lift. It takes a lot of time up here to that thing. It takes a lot of time to walk all the way up here, as you can see. These people are doing it the hard way by going sideways. We just straight up just skate all the way up. But we made it all the way up there, which gave us some pretty good speed here. So I made it over the first jump successfully, but the second jump just like instantly, like in my head, like everything was put in slow motion, because I could feel my right ski unclipped, and I could feel it fall because my foot got much lighter, and I was a good 5 feet in the air at that time. And I'm like, how am I gonna land? I only have a boot and a ski. So I successfully landed on one foot. I didn't make it very far. My boot ended up coming and kicking me in the butt, so that was very painful here. But as you can see, the snow is flying right across the screen right now. As you can see, I can clear that jump easily. I just need more speed, and eventually in the future we do get a lot more speed. Just the beginning, I'm not like all warmed up. You know, you have to get like the two first like rounds to be warmed up, you know, and get ready. It was actually a great day to come because it was not busy at all. So it was very nice here. Yeah, I think it was all a great day to come. As always, I go up here. Well, not as always, but I tend to go up here. I think it slows me down more than I gain speed, but it's still fun to do. So yeah, I'm like lost for words now. I made it 7 minutes. You gotta give me that. But yeah, we still have like 7 more minutes to go, so, or even more. But right now I have one game on my screen right now that I'm getting ready to record for that, and then I got this that I'm talking out of right now. But you know, I'm multitasking. But otherwise, as I say, it's a great day. The snow made it even better. I don't think the snow would be counted as a setback. I think it would be counted as a gain, because it wasn't like snow where it like piled up like you could barely move. It was snow like where it added like not even a centimeter of snow on the ground. It just enhanced it and made it much better to ski, and much softer if you landed instead of the ice. There were still some places that were icy, which is, you know, because those get used more, and with the new snow coming down, if people keep using them, it's not going to do anything for them. But yeah, I hope you guys are liking the time lapses of the ski lift, because I don't really want to sit here talking for 4 minutes. If you want them faster, tell me that. If you want, I'm trying to work on a smoother. Oh yeah, that's just really bright. It's just because right there it's extremely bright entering and exiting the ski lift. So I'm sorry about that. And I guess I could do that, but you know, eventually the brightness will help, and it's just where the light shows exactly. Like right now, it's getting close to pitch black, but using this editing tool here, it's very easy to, you know, make it look better here. I was trying to capture a few side views of Spartan/Man there. There's a nice little jump right there that we go off of. It hurts a lot if you don't land it right. I think Spartan/Man missed it one. That's what I hate about the GoPro that I use, is I need to buy a second battery for it, because otherwise most of the cool stuff we do, my camera's dead. Or sometimes we'll like create a system so like this will happen, but then it turns out the camera's actually dead, and we just wasted all our time and planning trying to figure out how to make it look good, even though it's not capturing anything. So yeah, but I still like to record all the time because you never know what's gonna happen in front of you. Here goes off a little mini jump there. Yeah, you can see plenty of the snow. I think you guys can tell where the snow is. I think you guys know it's snowing by now. Yeah, so any suggestions that you would want to see in these videos here, either just want to see us do something, or you want to see something in the video to make it look better, just tell us below. And if you want a Q&A, just leave your questions in the comments, and we'll do a little Q&A with this in the background here. Yeah, but I don't know when we start walking up, but this is the method we use. We use the put your feet out to the side like Spartan/Man is doing, like kind of a penguin walk, but usually you can get a lot more speed. And then he stops and turns around right when I'm walking up. But yeah, you can see, like right there was a perfect shot of how snowy it is. Let's see, where are we right now? Oh yeah, we're getting there. Here comes the second jump. If I look down, yeah, you can see I missed the entire top. I'm gonna try my best to look down a little bit more often than normal here. Let's see if Spartan/Man. I can't remember the only time that he fell. Oh, there's actually one time. I guarantee you my camera was dead by then, because I remember saying it was dead a long time ago because I checked it a long time ago. But he was actually on the ski lift and he had snow on his skis, so he just popped his ski up to try and get the snow off, and the ski fell. Luckily, we were near the top of the mountain, so it wasn't actually that hard to get. We just skied down 20 yards, you know, just to get to it, pick it up, and he put it on, and then we continued our route. And then we did our, other stuff. I'm very happy because it looks like, I can't remember if it looked like there were dots of water on the camera, but it looks like it's all gone now, which is great. Now the thing about having the brightness up is those lights get extremely bright, so I just have to remember not to look into the lights, or like areas like right at the ski lift, the top and the bottom of the ski lift, it gets extremely bright, so I have to figure out a way to not look at the light, because you can see like the lights obviously are brighter than at the beginning of the episode, so which just happens when I try and turn up the brightness on the video itself. That's gonna happen because it's trying to find the most light. It's trying to bring out all the light and stuff like that. But I think I can use a lot more of my clips now. That I can use a lot more of my clips now that I can turn up the brightness, because otherwise they're too dark. Like you can see it right there is extremely bright, but once you get into here it gets really dark, and you kind of need that brightness, because if it was at normal brightness right now, it would be extremely dark and you would not be able to see a thing. What I'll work on is I'll just make when you get off the ski lift just darker, so that way you don't have to see all that. And then once we get going, I'll change it for you. They were grooming the slopes, which is why we couldn't do very many of the jumps, but I appreciate them grooming it because it makes the jumps much better to go off of, because then they're, you can get more speed off of them and all that. Here's our normal entrance right here. As for some usual, I kept slowing down here, and then you just go down like that. Gotta make sure nobody's coming, because I think we had a few close calls the other day, when someone was coming down and we came down and they weren't paying attention because they looked like they were going left, but no, they were gonna go straight, so they cut us off and all that. But that's what you gotta do. You gotta make sure you look before you go, which is always an important thing here. What else was I gonna say? I had something on my mind. Oh yeah, if you haven't checked out my other channel, link is in the description below. Don't forget to check that out. For some reason the hill is a lot more busy now, but that kind of happens with things when you come to a public place, I guess. Well, I believe it's public. That's what happens when you come to public places. It gets busy. But yeah, you can kind of see right there, there's a path to the left, which is what we took to get a lot of our speed here. As you can see, here's the brilliant and bouncy method of going up. It's pretty fast. A lot of other people use it once they see us use it. Some people still do the stupid sideways method, which I find useless. Yeah, so here's Spartan/Man. But you can kind of see the dip right there. It is a terrible dip. I have hair in my mouth. Ugh. But yeah, it's a terrible dip. It goes down good half of a foot, and if you land right on the beginning of the slope and the middle of the jump where it's flat, I mean, it kind of throws you off and you lose a bunch of speed, which I do all the time. And then we got these little fake jumps off the side. They're kind of fun to go off of, but you don't really get much air. You just, like Spartan/Man, he sticks one all the way up in the air for some odd reason, and then the other one, it just stays down. Like, I understand why he keeps falling now. Right there on the side of that hill right there is extremely icy, so I kind of slipped a little bit there. And yeah, we're using the method of, like, I thought of it as skating, so when you skate you kind of push off using one. And I find that method useful for getting speed when you're going on down a slow slope, or even a fast one, for that matter. I mean, I find it useful. Yeah, that's pretty much it, all I have to say here. We're just gonna entertain you. If you guys want to actually not hear me talk, and you just want to hear music, put that in the comments as well, and I will gladly do that. If you just want to hear half and half, I will gladly do that. If you just want to have music in the background, me talk, or, you know, it again half and half, or just music in the background while I talk, and then the other half will just be plain music. Or if you want to see compilations of fails, which we don't really see many of those because most of them happen late at night and it's super duper dark, and or the camera's dead because I only get 45 minutes of footage off of one battery life. So let's see, we're out there for about 5 hours, so that would be 5 batteries that I would need, maybe six batteries. Oh, right here, we got stuck for a good minute because, like, someone fell off and we were debating, and it happened to us twice that night too. And if we were in the lift, and then it was gonna happen to us 3 times, but Spartan/Man fell, so we were, you know, behind a cart. Oh, this is where it gets insanely dark. Just right there is just dark. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why. I mean, I turned up the brightness. This is where the footage gets kind of lost, is when it gets this dark out. You can see the sky is completely black here, and there's just certain shadows, like shadows kind of screw you up here. Like here, it's gonna be pretty insanely dark here, and you can eventually see that black rim that you'll see at the bottom. Sometimes that's my goggles, so I have to take them off sometimes because it just gets too dark for me to be able to see. And then it becomes unsafe, because then I can't see where I'm going. But, yeah, actually, fun thing, we're going up a ski lift, and they started shooting fireworks, which I thought was really cool. There's only like 3 or 4 fireworks, though, so I think it was just extra from New Year, because every New Year at 8 o'clock they shoot off fireworks, which I think is kind of cool. I think they should keep doing that. They also have a they have a whole bunch of stuff on New Year's Eve that they do. I'm at Cascade Mountain. Sadly, I was busy this year, so I couldn't capture it all. Otherwise, that would have been a cool intro. But, yeah, they shot off 3 fireworks, and I think those are just left over from New Year, but they were beautiful. I liked them. I really wanted to, you know, what am I saying? That kind of made me want to go New Year's Eve because those fireworks are so cool, and if they do that for 30 minutes, I mean, they've got to be really, really cool. Here's where it gets dark. Is in certain spots where they're just not lit up, which there's a lot of burnt out bulbs, but you know, that's what happens here. You know, most of the time you have to wait for people to come, because otherwise, like, they're grooming this one, so the first one you can't do, which is fine because you don't get much air off of it anyways. Second one, actually, I think is getting groomed, so yeah, both of them were getting groomed, so we couldn't go off of either of those. And then they've got a really short board right there, but it was too short for me to go off of because I would have got more air than board, so. And those things tend to be slippery, but, you know, whatever. So, I think this is pretty much just wrapping up the episode here. I don't know, I can't even blabber on for that much longer. But, I don't know what to talk about. This is the longest video I think I have so far. Episode 4, longest video. Usually it ends right about now. I still have another clip. I wonder why. Oh, because I think the line was much faster this day. Oh, and he just dabbed and whipped, and he told me to edit that out. We're not editing that out. It's in there. But, you know, he's gonna have to live with it now. You dab on camera. People are gonna see that, that's for sure. But, yeah, the short line, we were blessed with the short line here. We weren't blessed with darkness, which is gonna be a problem in pretty much every single video. It just gets dark and that's what happens. But, you know, darkness is what always happens here. And it's cheaper to go at night, too. So, you know. But I think in, like, 2 years, I think. You can probably go to their website and figure this out. But they're doing a 3-phase expansion. Phase 1 is already done. That was the 2 new lists and 8 new trails. And I think the next one, they're adding lights. They're adding more lights to the new trails and all that, and the other trails, and hopefully they add more lights to trails in general, because some of the trails get extremely dark at night. Some trails, they just don't even have lights on them. Like if they go into the forest, it's a little bit too dark in there. Like sometimes you'll know. Like I know when it gets too dark because I'll have to take off my goggles, because my goggles are tinted, so they're supposed to help with the sun. But when there's no sun and there's just the light, and it's dark in spots where it's not lit up, you can't see a thing. So, you know, we're gonna do the moguls actually. I think we did. You know, we did the moguls a little bit, but then we kind of gave up on those. Because the thing about the moguls is I love moguls. Moguls are one of my favorite things. I just don't like where the moguls are on that hill because it just gets too steep, and they're not meant to be there either. So they're not like perfectly designed moguls. I mean, you go off of them, one of them wrong, and you're gonna get injured because it'll like fling you up in the air, and usually that's not good when it flings you up into the air. So, you know. But over here, I think I finally went off one of these. Nope, just getting some shots to Spartan Slashman. Yet again, going off some nice jumps there. Had a nice one there. Then usually we cross over right here, and then there's a little jump. In between those 2 jumps, you can't see it very well, but I actually get a good foot of air off of that jump. It hurts to land, though, because it's a really awkward landing here. But, yeah, this is one of my longest videos. I hope you guys appreciate this. But yet again, that area is pitch black. But, normally when that ski lift is open, there's lights up there, so it's not really an issue there. And you can see the reflection of pretty much everything now. Yep, that area is completely just pitch black. I don't like that. And most of the problem is they have the lights there. They're just burnt out, and they need to get new bulbs in some of the lights in places. Like if you go up a ski lift, you can point out pretty much every single one that's burnt out. But, yes. Let's see, what are we doing here? I think we're just doing the normal route. We're going to try and shake it up a little bit. Next time we go, just so we can have different routes and different places to go instead of doing the same thing over and over and over again, just to, because otherwise you guys probably get bored about us talking about that. Probably do. I might even try to put something on my ski as well, because I think I have another one of those sticky tape thingies, so I can just put one on my ski, and then if I want, move that one down to my ski. Just so, you know, you can have different point of views throughout the video and all that. And, you know, get another battery. What are we doing here? Oh, this is the other trick park. Obviously, you gotta look for the orange sign here. And, yeah, that one, I think I actually completed it perfectly. I shouldn't say perfectly, but I did it pretty well. That time, like, you can see the jumps are not lit up at all. You can tell what's lit up in the video pretty well. Like, there are dark spots here, and they need to get more lights, is what I feel. But I feel a lot about different things here. We're gonna actually wrap up the video here in a couple seconds, actually. Yeah, but let me know what you guys think about everything that I said, like music in the background, just music in general, Q&A. Leave your questions below if you want. Don't forget to check out my other channel as well. Links are in the description. If you want to check out Cascade Mountain's website, that will also be in the description. Their website is down there in the description. Great place. Recommend you check it out because I love it there. One of the best ski hills. There. Yep, going back into the time-lapse. I started that one a little early here. But yet again, we're at, 25 minutes, so, Yeah, we're doing pretty good. And 25. Now. Alright, we just hit 25. You guys were testing me, weren't you? I know the exact time. I even have milliseconds. But we're just gonna complete this up. I think we have one more run. Yeah, this is our last run here, so I'm just gonna thank you guys for watching the video today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out my other channel, check out Cascade Mountain's website. All that stuff is in the description underneath the video. I think on every single platform. So it's underneath the video, don't forget to check that out. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to share with everybody, because it greatly helps out my channel here. And yeah, I would recommend you guys come to Cascade. It's a great place. Great place to ski. They're working on everything. They got the 8 new trails. They're like 48 trails or something like that. So everything. If you have any questions about Cascade Mountain, just go to their website. It's all answered very nicely. Great planned out website here. If you have questions for me, leave them in the comments below, and I will answer them in the next video. Or just a Q&A video. So thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.